30 Ogos 1999, tarikh keramat buat Timor Leste, tarikh referendum kemerdekaan dilakukan. Ia bermula apabila Presiden Indonesia ketika itu B.J. Habibie mencadangkan referendum kepada Setiausaha Agong PBB Kofi Annan pada 27 Januari 1999. Sejarahnya panjang, banyak pertumpahan darah terlibat sebelum ia diiktiraf sebuah negara merdeka pada 20 Mei 2002. Dan Editor Astro AWANI, Sharaad Kuttan berada di sana ketika ini. Sharaad, why are you there in Timor Leste, Sharaad?
I'm here because of the 20th anniversary of the popular referendum and the interfaith mission by the UN that led to independence. Basically, the people of Timor-Leste, then known as the province of Timor, were given the option either to be an autonomous province within the Indonesian Republic or to be independent, and they chose overwhelmingly to be independent. And today they celebrate 20 years of independence. 20 years since that fateful day, as you rightly put it, was in 2002 that they actually got formal independence. Today, as part of a week-long celebration that includes people like myself, I'm here to represent the Malaysian, as it were, contingent, as a contingent of one, the Asia-Pacific Conference on East Timor, the second iteration of which was held in Kuala Lumpur in 1996. Part of the international solidarity movement, I was the convener, of one of the co-conveners of that conference. As you remember, that ended very badly for all the participants because it was crashed by Barisan Nasional youth wings. It led to the deportation of many people. Many of us were held in the lockups of Dangwangi. But today they're celebrating the fact that we helped them achieve independence by bringing the issue to international recognition.
Sharaad, we cannot. Maybe you can explain more about how important was the international solidarity movement, Sharaad.
Yeah, well, you know, for years, for decades, there were groups around the world trying to raise awareness of what had happened after the Indonesian occupation of Timor-Leste in the mid-70s, following the fall of the fascist regime in Portugal. Now, there was a short period where Timor was free, but then Indonesia invaded it. Now, all throughout that period of the decades following the invasion, mostly in Europe and in North America, there were solidarity movements trying to remind policymakers and governments of their responsibilities to the Timorese people. But it was only in the mid-90s that movement come to Southeast Asia, and it was done because of groups like the Initiatives for International Dialogue. Now, I spoke to Gus Miklat, who's the founder of IID, and IID had received, along with the ADSEC conferences, received a civilian award, the highest civilian award at Timor, some years ago. Now, I asked Gus why solidarity is so important.
East Timor struggle was three-pronged. There was a clandestine movement inside Timor. There was also, of course, an armed struggle, Timor, but there was another component, which was a diplomatic struggle outside of Timor. The solidarity movement in the region was founded. But what was, I think, unique about this, if you may, in all solidarity movements for struggles around the world, it was always Western-led. It was always, also because of the need for resources, political support of the UN, and all these platforms. But what was unique to UPSET was that it was led by South peoples, people who were kindred souls of the Timorese people themselves.
Now, Sharaad, what have been the challenges for this young nation, Timor-Leste?
Well, there are many, actually challenges, and it's about the economy and society. There's contemporary issues, but there are also issues of history. Now, the solidarity movement, is being hosted by by the government actually here. I also spoke to Gausentio Souza. He's with the Centro Nacional de Memoria Chega. This is a center set up to remember what happened during the years of occupation, as well as the events around 1999. the events that we're celebrating this week. So I asked him, why the government of Timor Leste acknowledges the importance of the international solidarity movement.
Sharaad, Kuttan, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy your time there in Timor Leste. Dan juga kita akan menantikan laporan penuh daripada Sharaad Kuttan semasa ke semasa dan juga di astroawan.com pastinya.